believe it or not, there's still time to enjoy your garden. This is Get Growing. Ainsley, Carla once again. Let's talk about some of the options.
Well, when we're dealing with the fall is the second season of gardening, and we're starting to get established, just like our tulips getting in the garden. We're getting a jump ahead of our gardens for next year. But being at the garden center in the fall, you start to see the colors that you actually could enjoy that give you that season extension into it with the different colors. So the ones that we really kind of love are the sedums that are in through here, the sedums Autumn Joy, and various in colors. These are pollinator plants too, so it's important to be able to feed some of our insects and birds later on in the late season. But when you're venturing into the sedum categories, there's such a variety of brightness to their blooms. They almost look like broccoli. Yeah. Right?
Pretty
that
broccoli
effect that's on there. Right, even to stronger color tones within the sedum families. Now, when you're pairing things and you're thinking of fall, you look at even daylilies that have that warmer, richer tones. It's like, you know, it's like our fashion. Our fashion flips to different color tones. So your gaillardias and your heucheras take on that richness that is so welcoming for the fall garden. And of course, Parascova, the long season extenders that give us that color that we can enjoy right through to the season.
Now that you're comparing, I saw a maple leaf there for some reason. Maybe I'm just ultra Canadian. What's the best way to plant them then?
When you're planting them, it's just getting them in, putting them into your garden with an established area. Always make sure that your garden is prepared. Make sure that your hole is open, deep enough and wide enough so that when you're planting it, you're adding in some bone meal to again start getting that roots going. You're not going to get a lot of upper growth at that time, but what you're going to do is get the roots anchored in the ground, established for next year.
And people are already thinking about that. I can't even believe it.
Well, fall gardening, they're going to say, why fall gardening? Well, you're able to see some spaces that you have into it, and B, there may be some areas that you may want to add different colors at different types of the season. We have blooming spring, blooming summer. Now, it's a perfect time to assess your backyard to see if you have color that extends into that last portion, which is your autumn.
Speaking of color, though, this is stunning, right? You're mixing color, you're mixing texture, and you're really getting the full piece of it all.
That's what gardens are about, and this is when you're focusing on your perennial gardening. This is where you can do those accents. And if you're thinking about doing the trees and shrubs, you have to visit into the nursery portion of it, because there's a lot of trees and shrubs that will give you that redness or that deep yellows and oranges, which is really, really pretty.
Well, you're going to have to come by St. Mary's Nursery and Garden Centre to see it for yourself.
Get Growing is brought to you by St. Mary's Nursery and Garden Centre. Get a lush yard and garden thanks to expert advice from gardening professionals.